This weekend launches us into the unofficial start of summer, and that means a lot of people will be heading for the great outdoors. But after weeks of warm and dry weather across the Pacific Northwest, we're also seeing an increased fire risk. Cap KVU's Amanda Mason joins us live. Amanda, you actually went along this morning as firefighters got some hands-on training.
Yes, I did. It was an exciting time, but also very important. With this wildfire season intensifying, this training is essential. Now, the Commissioner of Public Lands is reporting that the state of Washington saw a record number of wildfires in April. And with this sharp uptick in fires and a drought advisory for the majority of the state, we know that firefighters are hoping for the best this year, but they're also preparing for anything that can happen.
We've been in the classroom all week going over kind of the basic initial wildland firefighter training, and this is where we get to put it all together and do some hands-on training.
After graduation, recruit Matt Baker will join the team at Richland's new Fire Station 5. The Joint Fire Academy is a 16-week intensive program with recruits from Richland and Pasco. And after 14 weeks, the class of 2021 gets up close and personal with the fire.
The instructors are going to be working with them not just on clearing this field for us, but they're actually going to do some little test burns here and there so they can show different ways fire behaves during wildland interfaces. We've got a couple different types of fuels out here. We've got some sagebrush, we've got grasses, so they'll be able to experience what that is, what those flame fronts will do with different wind fronts and weather fronts. So as we go throughout the day, hopefully they'll get to experience several different conditions that we would normally work with here in Tri-Cities.
The goal is to slow down a fire headed their way. First, they dig a fire line. Then they expand the fire line with fire.
This is a drip torch. It's actually the tool used to put fire on the ground to burn any unburned fuel to keep the fire between the fire and the fire line.
As wildfire season starts to intensify this summer, the fire department says that you can help prevent fires. According to Ben Scher with the City of Pasco Fire Department, more than 70% of wildfires are human-caused.
There's campfires that didn't get extinguished, or burning fires that are out of control because they got too big, or somebody wasn't watching them. So if we could alleviate some of those, we get the public to be safe. Think about the weather conditions out here, how grass the dry is already, and it's just going to get drier as we continue into the summer.
But if you see a wildfire, the fire department says leave it to the professionals.
Even in a wildland fire, if you're out camping in the woods or even in town and you see a field starting to burn, a lot of times we do have citizens that want to jump in and help, and it's very easy to get hurt or injured. We have the proper clothing, we have the proper equipment on the trucks, we carry it, and we do this all training with us all the time. We don't want citizens out there putting themselves at risk for fires.
And we want to remind anyone at home, please do not try this at home. We were with trained professionals. And as we get into these warmer summer times, Scher says that if you are mowing a lawn or also a field on a hot day, it's a good idea to bring a fire extinguisher with you, or a hose, or even a shovel. So if you do get a fire started, you can control it pretty quickly. Live in studio, Amanda Mason, Cap KVU Local News.